Hi, I'm Megan from Garden to Table Permaculture on the mid-north coast of New South Wales, and it's been a week since we started the worm farm in our wicking bed, and we're just going to check and see how much the worms have eaten. So if you missed our last post, you can see this is our wicking bed here. It's an above ground wicking bed, and you can see how healthy all the veggies are: basil, lettuce, spring onions. And last week we made an ice cream bucket. We turned an ice cream bucket into a wicking bed. So we're just going to have a little look and see what's happened in the last week and how much they've actually eaten. So we're just lifting the lid on that and just going to get the trowel so that we can have a little poke around, see what's happening. So we're going to move the straw. So I just put the straw on top just to give them a bit of extra protection from the sun to keep it nice and cool. And now, as you can see in here, you might be able to see a few little tiny insects moving around, which is quite normal in a worm farm. You can even see some of the worms, and that there is actually the remains. So last week we actually put in a couple of bits of citrus just to see what would happen, and you can see that they've actually been sort of broken down and partially eaten by the worms and other microorganisms in the compost here. So as we dig down a bit deeper, you can see there's lots and lots of worms, and they've actually, looks like they've eaten through. There's no remains of the food scraps, so all we can see at the moment, besides the citrus, is just worms. So what we're going to do is we'll move it to one side and we'll feed the worms again. So what we've got here in the bucket, we do have some citrus, but we're mainly going to put in the smaller, softer sort of things for the worms, which we can pop in here and just break up a little bit. So this is just lettuce. Smaller the pieces, the better, the quicker they'll eat that and break it down. We've got a bit of tomato, some carrot. They love all those sorts of soft things. So once again, we'll just break them up, bigger pieces. Some carrot shavings. Might even put a bit of banana in this week and see if they can get through the banana. And we've even got a bit of baby spinach. So we're going to top it up a bit more this week. We'll put bits of avocado. We won't put in too much of the bananas because we can just throw that into the chook pen. Bit of avocado, they can have that. And yep, we're going to keep the bigger bits of food for the chickens. So cucumbers, shaved bits of salad stuff, all that's perfect worm farm food. Might just try that. Bit of citrus. And all the green leafies. So we'll leave it at that. We're just going to put it in on one side, and then we're going to spread that out a bit. So you can see the avocado there, cucumber, a little bit of banana, and even the citrus again. So we're just going to put the worms back on top and cover that food, which it's important to, so you don't get other things in your worm farm. And that's the bit of citrus from last week, which we're just going to bury a bit further, a bit deeper down, because you can hardly tell what it is anymore. Okay, so that's mostly buried. And once again, we're just going to put the straw back on top, just to give them that extra bit of layer of protection from the sun. And we'll put a bit of cardboard back on top of that, just to give them a bit of air conditioning. So we've wet that cardboard down, it's still wet from last week. And then once again, we can put the lid on. So you can see how simple it is to make your own worm farm, which you can see in previous videos. And yeah, we're just topping up the worm food at weekly intervals to process some of our kitchen scraps that the chickens may not, I mean they would eat it too, but the main purpose of doing this project is actually to feed all the veggies and to move around the nutrients in the worm farm, so in the wicking bed. Alrighty, that's it for this week, and I'll catch you again soon. If you want more info, you can visit www.gardentotable.com.au. Have a good week, everyone, and just stay safe with the COVID-19. Gardening's a great thing to get into. It's great for lowering your stress levels as well as getting your hands dirty, which gives you some good microbes for your gut. So there's so many wonderful benefits of gardening. Alrighty, I'll see you next time. Bye.